Howdy folks, today's Sunday, 25th I think of March. Anyways, you can see I have 3 boards, 4, 5, 6 boards glued up, which are for my steps. And you'll see this seam right here, right there. And when I get done with those, you won't even see that seam. But one of the things that happens, this is the planer, and this makes that surface smooth. And you see there's a little folding bed right here, and it's only about 12 inches. And you can see it's not supported by much, but under there, you'll see there's a 2x4. So you get what you call snipe. S-N-I-P-E. And that's when the bed on your planer is too short and you're running boards in and it's hitting the top of the teeth of the blades and it's not tight on the surface on the inside of the thing. Now this is a 13-inch wide planer. So what I did is I extended my bed. You can see instead of 12 inches, what I've done is actually gone back 27 inches to this point. And I've extended it out instead of 12 inches. I've extended it so that in total I have 72 inches. That white board is, and that board is called melamine. It's a real flat and shiny surface that's put over what they call medium density fiber, which is basically sawdust that got used for other processes. So by doing this, and then I attached it here with that 2x4, and that's what you saw underneath. And I did that so that it doesn't ride forward, and up here I attached it here so that it wouldn't jostle around. Now what I'll do when I work on boards, whether it's these stair treads or whether it's these big thick boards, I will put those on this jointer and I'll run them through, and I should not get snipe. I'd like to tell you that I'm the smartest guy in the world, but I saw a version of this on the internet, and they had taken the table off of their planer, and I thought, you know, I just want to be able to take off 2 screws. I'll take off this one and this one. This bottom board will drop off, and I'll pull this back. Now what I did, because I want to be able to support this board, what I did is I have a toilet cabinet. And you can see you want to put toilet paper and other stuff, like a medicine cabinet. And then I measured from the bottom of this to the top of that, and I cut a board about 2¼ inches wide that this sets on and provides some support. So I come over here and glue up 2 boards at a time, because that's what I have enough things for, enough clamps. I will tomorrow glue up these 2 boards, and then I'll mark these 4 boards, 4 steps, so that I end up with 14 stairs. I think all I need is 13, but I want to have an extra one in case there's one that I'm not particularly proud of. One of the things that I think I told you I'm working on, I bought enough cherry to make a farmhouse table dining room table for our daughter Jessa, and enough maple to make one for our daughter Anne. Anne will get hers first because she asked first. But this is what you see these big chunks of wood here. What I did is I planed one side, and what I'm going to do is glue boards together once I get them planed so that I end up with something that's about 4 inches, 4 inches by 4 inches. And those will be the tables. Now these happen to be cherry, but I will do the same with the maple boards. And I'll end up with 4 inch by 4 inch legs for their dining room tables. I know Jessa wants hers to go out at least 10 feet. Linda told me today she wants me to make one for us. We've had our dining room table 22 years ago. For 22 years. It's 10 feet long, and quite frankly, it's too small because every Sunday we have 14 of us around the table. Today, I'm using a contractor to do the framing and the roofing, all the high wire work. Linda doesn't want me up there even taking off shingles, so and that makes sense because if I do get hurt, the project will come to a halt. But a framer came by today that was sent by the guy that's getting all my contractors together, the people to frame, the people to shingle, the people to excavate, and the people to do the concrete work. He came by, and I think he's surprised at how much of the work I want to do. But like I told him and I tell others, this is my job. And aside from it being my job, I'm enjoying it because it's something very, very different than what I've been used to. When I see that green tarp, we have a homeless person that lived on the ice for about 2 months this winter on one end of the lake. And today I was going downtown to get some nuts and bolts, and the police were out there. He had set up a tent down at one of the public beaches, and they were moving him out. We also have a lot of debris floating in the lake this year from the garbage that he left at different points on the lake. I mean, there's big sections that are garbage. I had thought I was going to take out this wall, but I've had some good news from the building inspector, and then this framer today reaffirmed it. We're going to keep all of this brick here, and we'll just add a 2-foot extension onto the top of that wall. I'll have to, because we plan on using the fireplace either with a insert so that we can burn wood, or as it is, or with a natural gas. Right now, I'm very interested in what a wood burning insert would do. A friend of mine down the road, Mike. I was at his house with my friend Jim for about 5 hours Wednesday night, I think it was, or Tuesday, and he's got a log insert fireplace that I thought that really warms his house up nicely. And we've got all these trees along the lot line, and Linda and I want to get rid of them. There's a lot of junk trees, and I'm thinking, well, I might be able to get a good start on heating the house that way, but I also got to look at this and be sure. So that's about it. I see I'm at 8 minutes and 50 seconds. I want to thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.